Welcome to Miss Lam's Math World. Today we are going to discuss a question concerning the application of method of computing the square. So please take a while to study the question. To start with, we have to investigate the relationship between the number of tickets sold and the price of each ticket. So originally it was $120 for each ticket, and then 200 tickets will be sold. If the price is reduced by $5, you can see the number of tickets becomes this one. And if we decrease the price by $5, another $5, you will have 200 plus 10 times 2. That means 220. So why we get the instead of getting 220? Because we want to make this 2 as a difference between 120 and 110. And then this one, 10 times 1, that means the difference between this one. The difference is 5, we get an 10. The difference is 10, we get an 20. So we can form the equation by using this one. So consider that you will have the difference divided by 5 and then times 10. Because for the decrease in $5, you get $10 more for this one. Plus 10. 10 times 1. Difference between 120 and x. Then of course we need to add it back for the 200. And you simplify step by step. And then you will get the number of tickets sold to be negative 2x plus 440. Let's go to part B. So part B we discuss what should the price of each ticket be in order to get the maximum income. So which one is the most important word in the question? The answer is the maximum income. Because this one, it means we can't set up an equation and then solve it by substituting some numbers. Instead, we will usually use the method of computing the square. Okay, when we want to find the maximum income, of course, we have to set up the expressions for the income. That means multiply x and y together. And y is the number of tickets, and then this is the price. Multiply together, you get the income. And then you substitute the value of y, getting the result from A. Okay. Then we have to use the method of computing the square. But remember, when we want to use the method of computing the square, we have to swap the terms. That means putting x squared, the term negative 2x squared, to be the first term. And then in the descending power of x, and so on. And this time we don't have a constant. In the next step, we take out the common factor, which is negative 2. Because when we use this method, the coefficient of x squared inside the bracket must be 1. Then, in the next step, we will use the method of computing the square. Because this one, we will divide the number 220 by 2 to get 110. Don't forget to minus the same thing, because the value of the income should not be changed. And these three terms we join together becomes this one. And this one, multiply this, and you will get 24,200. And then it is almost done. Because the question asks us to find the price of each ticket. So the price of each ticket, it means we have to consider for the value of x. For the value of x, that means 110. So that this one becomes 0, and we will get the maximum income. This is the end of this lesson. See you next time.